Here we go.
It is fine.
All right, so if you can make sure that you mute yourself, it just gets really loud in the background. And if you don't mute yourself, I'll go through and mute everyone. So don't be offended.
My bad.
Okay, so we are going to get started. Chris, go ahead.
So tonight we have a very, very special guest, and actually I'm super excited because Yana is going to introduce our special guest that I think some of you guys already might know a little bit about her, or have guessed a little bit about who we are bringing on this evening. Super excited just to share with you guys somebody different, somebody that is not part of the Just Be Society, somebody unique who is doing things a little bit differently in their business and kind of focusing on things that work for them. Because I think for many of us, we know that there are so many things that we can do in our Scentsy business. Like we see so many dynamic people doing great things. And we want to give you some inspiration from somebody who's like kind of focusing in on a few things here. So Yana, I want to hand it over to you and let you introduce tonight's speaker.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
You can? Okay, I just wanted to make
Yes.
sure.
You're
Okay.
great.
Okay, so I just wanted to introduce, sorry, the reason why I don't have my picture on right now is because I'm actually looking at something. So, because I wrote down some questions and things like that I have for Lisa. So, in case you guys don't know who our guest speaker is tonight, it's Lisa. I call her Lisa Waxycats because she actually runs a really, really helpful page. It's called the Scented Sample Posts, Pictures and Tips for Independent Scentsy Consultants. That's actually how I got to know Lisa a little bit. And she is from, and Lisa, just go ahead and just interrupt me at any point if I am saying the wrong thing or anything. I wanted to just read to you a little bit about her. Okay, so Lisa has been a consultant for 4 years. She's a wife and a mom, and her husband and her have been together for 18 years. They have one cat, and I'm mentioning this because this is part of her branding. Do you pronounce it potamus?
Yes, like hippopotamus. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And they live in California. So she joined during COVID, kind of like me, and she was a personal shopper that loved the products and, watched people, on YouTube and people who wanted more and didn't think it was possible. But she has hit everything: shooting star, level 3, sensational start, annual sales, annual mentor, multiple trips. She's been a director. She became a director after 6 months. And I think that one of my favorite things about her is that she just brands herself so well and she's just extremely authentic. I think that's some things that all of us can work on. So without further ado, I will introduce you guys to Lisa. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you just got home from work.
I am not good with video, so everyone's just gonna have to ignore that little fact. But I'm here.
Okay, awesome.
Outside the
Okay, so
house.
I created some questions to give you, and these are just questions that I've probably always wanted to just things I'm curious about you. So I think the first thing I wanted to start with, because you even have the cat ears on, and if you guys aren't part of Lisa's group, it is so phenomenal because even though she's offering, she provides picture samples, she provides post samples, she provides all this stuff, but she also throws a little bits of herself in there. So I just wanted to kind of start with, your branding. Tell us about how you brand yourself, and where that came from.
Well, actually, it came from Potamus jumping in my warmer. And I was going to join Scentsy and basically to be a personal shopper. But I mean, inside, I wanted more. I seen, all that. Oh, there's a cat on the screen. I see it. inside I wanted her, but of course I didn't think that that was possible. I thought everything, it was all fake, there's no way this is real. But I was like, I still need a business name anyway. And Potamus jumped up on the counter and he got wax all over himself. And I said, great, Potamus, now you're a Waxycat. And I was just like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be Waxycats, and we're going to go with cats because I love cats. So that's where that came from.
And then when you're I noticed like when you talk, even on like director and leadership pages and stuff, you incorporate like cat words or like a little paw in like pictures. Why?
Because I feel like you need to be your brand. Like, I mean, even though this is the team meeting, it's not for customers, I still have my cat ears on because that's what you're known for. So I really into personal branding just because it's fun. Even if you're not even if you don't want to do this as big in sales, something super big, it's still fun. It's so much more fun to incorporate something that people don't expect, or merge two things that you really love together. And so I just do it everywhere. And then that way you get in the habit of it. So if I'm in the habit of it, I'm always going to be being my brand no matter what I'm doing. I mean, I meow at work like that. Like it's everywhere that I go. And I think it just makes it easier. I think it makes it more authentic. And I think it flows better. Or like Chris said, yeah, like uniform, everything just kind of merges together. And to me, Scentsy is personal also. So it just kind of works to kind of intertwine it into everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you have a VIP page or do you just post on your regular page?
I just post on my regular page, and that does not work for everyone. And I know people worry about what other people think, if they're bugging them, all the things. And I get that, but I strongly suggest everybody try both ways. Try and see what works for you, because I can tell you, if I used my VIP group, I would not have monthly sales every month. I would not have annual sales. I wouldn't sponsor, because it's a lot of the same people in there. I have sold things to people that would never have been like, I never would have been like, oh, let me add Joe to my VIP group. But because Joe's on my personal page and I shared something there, he bought it. So, and I know you can move them over to your VIP page too. But on your personal page, you can make all of your Scentsy posts public. Then you can use hashtags and you can do all the things that bring new people in, because you want constant new customers, new people to recruit. I mean, you can't ask the same friends, I mean, you can ask them over and over and eventually they'll say yes, but you want a new network of people. And for me, that's social media. One, because I'm not into humans in general. I don't want to be around them all the time. Online, I'm great. I can talk to people all day online, but I want to be in a little space. Well, luckily, online reaches the entire world. So why not use it for that? And in a closed VIP group, I feel like that's limiting who's seeing your stuff. So I do not have one, and that's why I don't. Awesome.
Do you do lives ever like on your regular page? Okay, I just was curious because I don't think I ever saw one.
I do, and I have just started the last 2 years or so doing for consultant team and in my sample group. But no, I am way too self-conscious to do this, honestly. But I really need to work on. And if you don't do it, maybe we should make like a pact that we're going to go live this week or something, and we'll do a challenge together, because I need to do it too.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Okay, so I know you talk a lot about community, and I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about like how important community is to you, because when you think of Scentsy, you think of just, sales and things like that. But I think we both think that one place people really miss out on is the community aspect.
I think big time. I think to me, that's more important than the sales, more important than the money making. more important than all of it, I mean, my Scentsy friends are here for me more than my regular in life friends. You know, they're the ones who are there when I need something. They're the ones who listen to me when I'm having a bad day. And I feel like we're all going to have good months and we're going to have bad months. When you're having a bad month, it's easy to throw in the towel and be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mhm.
But have other reasons to be here. It makes it so much easier to get through that bad month or to get through that bad season, whatever is happening, because you don't want to leave the people. You want to have more invested in this than just the sales, more than just the business. And honestly, if you let it and you pour yourself in and do things within the community, it'll help you grow as a person. I mean, I never, ever would have spoken at World Tour 2 years ago, but I did last year. I never would be doing this right now. There's so many things I never would have put myself out there to do if I hadn't poured into the community, because the community is who has built me up to where I feel like I can do this. So it's the most important thing to me, honestly. And that's why I do my group, because I don't just want to help people that are under my team. I want to help our community, our whole entire, I don't like calling it the family because that reminds me of the Manson family. The family. I don't want to just help people that benefit me. And I think if we all did that, one, that Scentsy spirit that people talk about would really, really, really shine. And I think there would be so much less wanting to give up on a bad month. So yes, the community is definitely my most important thing.
Yeah. You like hit it right on the nail on the head. Like, absolutely. Because,
It's
you
just,
know, it is, yeah, it's like season. So up and down kind of helps you level it out.
yep.
Okay. I have a question. You work a full-time job, correct? Or you
I
work?
30 hours. Yeah.
Okay. So what are some income producing activities that, like, what are your non-negotiables? What does a day look like for you with Scentsy?
Social media. I know you guys hear it all the time, but consistency really is key. And I don't know the exact words, but somebody at some point during my journey had said, what you do today might not show for 30, 60, 90 days later. So you can't get upset when what you did today didn't get you a ton of orders, because you don't know who's seen that and waiting to get paid. You don't know who's seen our special and is waiting to get paid, or maybe they want to talk to their husband first, or whatever, you know. So consistency, when you don't feel like it is working, is the most important time to stay consistent, because you really don't know what the people who are seeing what you're doing are thinking. And
Yeah.
if you decide, oh, I posted 3 days this week and nobody bought anything, I'm done, then no one's ever going to buy anything. No one's ever going to buy anything. So consistency above all. Social media, connecting with my team, and marketing photos. Those are I don't know if that's necessarily income producing, kind of is, but it's important. It's a non-negotiable for me. One, because I share them with other consultants who I know want them and need to use them. So that, and it's fun. Like, find something in your business that is a non-negotiable, that is fun, that you look forward to doing. Like, I look forward to coming home from work, taking a nap, and then getting up and taking pictures of Scentsy stuff. So I would say, yeah, social media, connecting with my team, and marketing, getting marketing images prepared.
I think that's, yeah, because the real images really do it. Like, you have great pictures. You
They
have
really
phenomenal.
Warmer that I posted the other day. I didn't even like that thing on
Oh my,
on the website. I bought it because my boss is from Mexico and he thought it was really cool. So I bought it for our shop. It's sitting right beside me. It's not at our shop. It'll be fun, but this one's mine. So yeah, the life pictures, seeing them in person is so much better.
So what percentage would you say your social media presence is just personal real life stuff, and then just like marketing the Scentsy? And how do you kind of like incorporate that? Like, what's the percentage if you could give one?
90 Scentsy, 10 other things. But
Okay.
I merge Scentsy into what I'm doing. Like, you know, I'll post my coffee or my energy drink of the day with what I'm warming, or I'll
Mhm.
post the book that I'm reading that night with the oil that I'm going to diffuse. So I kind of just merge them in together. So it's just
Yeah.
kind of all one. I
Right.
think some would look at my page and think, wow, that's a lot of Scentsy, but I don't care. They don't have to look at my page. I mean, that I'm not in anybody's inbox. I'm not cold messaging. I'm not spamming people. None of that. You will never catch me begging for sales, begging for recruits, none of that. But I will post what I love on my Facebook, and I love Scentsy, and I love cats. So that's
But that's why it works. You're just, everything is like perfectly merged together with you.
and yeah, that's why when people are like, well, why don't you do VIP group? Because I don't want them separate. They are one thing to me. Scentsy
Okay.
is the Scentsy life is what I live, whether I'm online or, I mean, I'm surrounded by 19 warmers right now, literally. Warmers. So like it is all over my life. I smell like it. My husband smells like it. Our kids, the cat smells like it. Like it's part of my life, and I'm going to share it whenever I feel like it. So probably like 90-10 on my Facebook.
Okay. That's awesome. Tell me about sponsoring. Like, what approaches have you found successful on social media? Since I know that's primarily your avenue that you go with,
Yeah.
is you choose to do social.
Well, sharing the Scentsy life
Okay.
kind of automatically, right? Because people are seeing you doing it and they're like, wow, she really loves that stuff. Wow,
Mhm.
she's really having a good time. Like she's still talking about this, oh, you know. So that kind of draws people in to be like, oh, well, what is this about? And then they'll ask me, or they'll ask for samples. And if they really like it, the first thing I say is, do you want a kit? And I use my host rewards to cover the cost of the kit, which we are allowed to do. We cannot buy a kit, but we are allowed to use our host rewards to get a kit. And I tell them that they can be a personal shopper. That is how I have built my team, probably 95%. And that's what I have taught my team to do. So that's how they are building their teams. So that is a huge one. Another huge one, though I will say it feels kind of boastful at first, is sharing your awards. Sharing every time you get an award, every time you hit a goal. And you have to remember, people don't know what our goals are. So if for you getting active is a big deal, share that you did that. You can do the confetti on workstation. So if you know you had a cell come in and you're close to, or say you're already past your mark, whatever, you know you had a cell come in, the workstation hasn't updated yet, go change that PRV to be where you hit that goal. And it will confetti rain for you after the work updates. Take a screenshot, post the income disclosure, but take a screenshot and share, look, I had a goal, I hit it, here's confetti. People out there don't know what our goals are. So anything, if you get charms, and you might not get monthly sales charms every month, you might not get shooting star trainer charms every month, but what you do get is every time you hit 10,000 PRV lifetime, you're going to get a charm. Post that charm. And then you're going to get in the mail the little certificate with your information on it. Post that. That's two things that you can post 2 different times for the same award, but it's consistently showing that you're hitting awards. And that brings people in, especially when it's consistent, because now they're seeing someone they know in real life actually doing this, and not just once. They're posting that every month. They're posting that every 3 months. They're posting that all the time. So those are my main avenues of sponsoring. People who like the product, because you cannot teach passion. You can teach them how to sell, you can teach them how to do things, but you cannot teach them to have a passion for something they don't have a passion for. So people who love the products are my favorite people to bring on. And I know a lot of people worry about losing PRV and by turning them into a team member. If you want long-term success, if you want an income that is something you can pay your bills with, you need a team. So I promise you that PRV is worth giving up, because there's people that are going to be attached to them that will buy from them, but they're never going to buy from you. So you're not
Yeah.
losing RV. You're bringing in a whole new revenue stream of customers by bringing that one person on. So, but anyway, yeah, that's how I sponsor. Sorry, I go off on tangents.
No, you were like taking us to church right there. I was letting you go. That was
This is
awesome.
sponsor.
No, I mean, it's absolutely accurate. I feel like we definitely need to put this on playback because I just learned from you. I never like share my awards and stuff. I never thought about it that way. That's awesome.
Weird at first, I'll tell you, it does. It feels weird, and you get everyone congratulations, and I'm thinking I'm not doing this for that. Like that's not what
Yeah.
what I'm doing this for. But
Yeah.
people will tell you congratulations. They will like, react your post, which also boosts your algorithm. So you're thinking that one thing is boosting your algorithm on social media, is showing people you're working your business consistently, and it's making people who are kind of on the fence wonder, hey, maybe I can do this too. So that one thing covers so many different areas just by sharing an award, a goal. It doesn't have to be an award. If you don't get charms, that's fine. Share your, I hit active. I had a goal to have 2 orders this week and I hit it. It doesn't matter what it is. It knows what our goals are. Just that you hit. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. And so the last question I have for you, and I just wanted to get kind of your opinion on it, because I know you have a really big social presence. You know, you're really into the online community. A lot of people would argue that we need to focus a lot on in-person events and things like that. What would be your argument? I mean, I know you said you're kind of introverted and you kind of prefer the online stuff, that I'm kind of the same way. What are ways that what are your thoughts on that? And what are some ways that you're kind of adapting your business as maybe people are more offline, or do you feel like that's the case? Or what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, as much as there are people who prefer to be offline, there are people who prefer to be online. So that's where I'm staying. Like that's where I'm staying. I do in-person parties, which I do not mind doing. I do them for one family. They're a large family and they all take turns having parties. So it's a very comfortable situation and they buy lots. So I do that. But I have done this business for 4 years and I have done maybe 2 online parties. Like that's it. I don't do parties. I only do home parties for that one person, that one family. So a couple a year. As far as events go, if it's something you want to do and you don't have the money to stock up on inventory, or you're like me and you don't want to have inventory, I mean, personal stash, I want millions of, but inventory to sell, no, I don't want that. At least book an event with your testers, your catalogs, and have some products of your own laid out there and let people kind of just see what it is. They can place an order right there. I did my very first event when I thought that might be my thing, which it's not. I did my very first event with my host kit. That's all I had. So if you do, I guess my advice is, if you do want to try it, but feel like you're not capable of what you have inventory wise, you're not capable, you are capable. Because I barely had anything. And I have 3 people on my team right now that came from networking at that event. So no, I didn't sell anything because I didn't have anything to sell, but I networked with people who are now on my team. I have customers from people that I met there that day, and it's worth it just to try it. So give it a try. What if you end up loving it? I mean, Debbie Pitts Palmer goes out there with a whole entire mall worth of stuff and she loves it. Like, she loves doing it. So you really don't know if you're going to or not. So if you're feeling pushed to give it a try, give it a try. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You don't have to book another one. That's the main thing in this business, is what's the worst that's going to happen from trying? Like, a flopped event, that's it. Those are our consequences for trying something in this business. That is all. So there's really not to give it a try. Like, that's the little consequence ever, negative wise. Like, so just give it a try.
And if it doesn't go well,
I tried it. I'm staying online, but you don't know what you're going to like until you get out
That's so true. And if it doesn't work out, you have your community to fall back on then.
I mean, everyone's had a flopped party, a flopped event. Angie Dalton, my favorite stories from her is that when one of her parties, nobody showed up. And now look at her, she's a star director. Like, there's so many people at the top that have had flopped things happen. And it just teaches you what doesn't work. You're still learning something. You're learning that's not for you. Like, I know of not for me, and that's fine. I'll do something else.
Yeah.
But right.
Awesome. I didn't know, Chris, did you want us to like open it to people have questions? I know people are commenting in the comments about
Stuff pop up, but I don't even know how to read it on here.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back through and see if there were specific questions, and I would love for you guys to spam over here on the chat, and we can try to get to as many of these questions that you might have. I love everything that you shared, and even here at the end, I think that's one of the things that is so difficult for all of us. We start the business doing it a certain way. Like, I know how I started doing Scentsy is not how I do Scentsy today, right?
Is it online, I'm assuming, right? Because I know
No,
Tracy.
there was no online, you guys. Like, we were not online. And I did not want to do home parties. I hated that idea of doing that. But once I started doing them, like, I saw the true value and how relationships were built, and just how I made some of my very, very best friends doing it that way.
And if
I
you hadn't,
kind of like them now, like I would have never, I had to push myself to try. So what you said really spoke to me. And I hope that it resonates to some of you if you've been on the fence and thinking, gosh, how I started, what I was doing in the beginning, it's not working as well for me. Don't be afraid to look for something different to do in the business. So thank you for that. But I would love questions because I'm not seeing too many. I see a lot of people just commenting, about some of the things that you've said, how authentic you are, Lisa.
I know I see it pop up like for a second and then it goes away. And I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, you're like a true professional. Like, you're seeing things and you're also talking and you're so real. So somebody said a cat smelling like Scentsy wouldn't be a bad thing.
I literally sniff Potamus's fur. Okay, I know that. Sorry, but if he's laying there, I want to walk up and give him a big old sniff. Like, Lisa, 100 and something. I don't know exactly, but 100 and something.
Okay.
But we have a lot in and a lot out because we do have personal shoppers. We have join kit specials, and so when you start building your team, the first thing that was discouraging for me was when they dropped off. But now I'm like, you know what? A 0 dropped off. Like, that's it. It's just a number. So don't even focus on the number. Focus on the quality of the people that you have, because there are
that makes it. My one only problem with it.
So focus on the people that you have and work with the ones that want to do this, even if you only have 1 or 2. I mean, all of us started with 1 team member.
Yeah. So you kind of broke up there, but I think what you were trying to say is that you have people who want to be like a VIP buyer. So they want to get the kickbacks, right? You have people who join maybe because it was a kidnapper. Maybe people were hobbyists. And then you have true business builders. So like numbers are great, but like truly you in your whole group, you have probably business builders. Do you have any directors, Lisa, in your?
No, I don't have ones that are kind of scared to be. I think they're scared to be. So they're hopefully maybe. I do have a couple that used to be directors on other teams and they actually left. They weren't having a good experience and they came back. And so I do believe that they will get themselves back where they are because they've already. So I do have a couple of those right now. Okay. But also worry about the title. That's my big thing is I never worry about the title. I don't care what title I'm at. I want to be paid at whatever title I am at. So if I wasn't hitting director consistently and I drop back down to SSC, that's fine, as long as I'm being paid at SSC. Like that being paid at title is the main thing to me. Like a title is just a word. I want to earn that word every single month. So, and I know it's super hard when you get to star director and superstar director, because, you know, you have your directors that if they're not there, you can't be. That scares me. So I kind of do like being where I'm at. but
Well, I think if we all looked at this too, we all start at 0 at the beginning of every month, and we all earn our income based upon our performance. And any leader has to perform. We're not making money if we're not leading from the front, selling, sponsoring, and leading people. So it's very much a servant leadership experience. Now, if you were to take any corporate position, the people at the top, they need to sell their, they need to sell their product. They also need to help other people do the same thing. Like it kind of is similar, right? So, to get paid at the top title, you just have to really have like the dynamic year. And then there's years that are challenging. Doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that you have to kind of work it back, right?
yeah,
The economy is kind of wonky too. So yeah, you're awesome. This has been so fun. Dawn, what about you? Do you have any questions for Lisa?
Well, she's thinking, oh, sorry. Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead, Dawn. I just wanted
I was muted. Were you saying something?
I said, do you have any questions that you want to ask?
I don't have any extra questions. I just think that Lisa's wonderful, and I love her passion, and she's so fun, and it just makes me want to be like, what can I figure out that would be extra fun for me and my business? So,
and that's the thing, that's why I always tell people you want to share your passion, because passion is contagious.
yes.
People want to feel, and that's why I don't mind sharing Cynthia all over my page, because people are looking at it and thinking, wow, that really makes her happy. What does everybody want? To be happy. So you're kind of sharing, or you're kind of selling an experience, not just a product. Like you want to bring them into this happy place that happens to smell really good, So passion is contagious. So share your passion that you have. Like that's the biggest thing.
I love that. You are so
I just wanted to say, if anybody hasn't joined her page that she created for other consultants, kind of to see like a little taste of what she does, like how she stages her pictures. I mean, she definitely throws in her branding, her cats are on there. It's hilarious. Like I just remember discovering her a couple years ago and just being like, who is this girl? And then she just always shows up. She's just amazing. So if you haven't, we'll put that link on the Just Be page, so everybody can take a look. There's like, I don't know, like 35,000 consultants on there. She's like helping a big group of people. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I will post her page.
We keep it positive in there. Like, so
Yeah.
if you're tired of the negative, you don't want to hear people complain, we don't do that. Like, it's just not allowed. Like there's other groups for that, but this is one that you're going to come into, and it's going to be positive, and you're going to figure out a solution. You're not going to whine about it. We're going to figure out what you have to do to make it work. So it's a good positive place to be. All the consultants in there, you guys are the ones that make it that way. There's a ton more of you than there is of me. And it's the community that's built in there that's really amazing. So it's a positive, happy place to be, with some cat pictures.
And cat paws thrown in there. She'll just have a cute picture with like a hand like over. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. If I didn't get, I know they're going to do a drawing, but I just wanted to say thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for creating that page too. Like that is a very selfless thing that you have organized, and that just speaks volumes to the type of person that you are and the community that you're building. So I just applaud you for that. That's fantastic.
Thank you. But it's given back to me so much. Like I can't even explain it. Like I didn't want to, because I'm like, I don't have time. I can't do this. I don't want to deal with drama. No, it's been none of that. Everybody is so thankful and so nice. And it has helped me personally so much. So it's not a one-way street. Everyone in there gives back to me too, just by being there and helping contribute. Like, I don't know, it's just a really nice place. I'm really happy that we have it.
It's true Scentsy spirit. I love it.
Yes.
It really is.
With some cats.
All right, so we're gonna, before we end, or anyone has another question, we are gonna do a drawing. I did ask if your name is not showing on your display, if you could let me know what your name is, just in case if it gets called. But we have 30, or there were 34 on the call. Well, 34, not including Chris and I, on the call, and if Lisa, if you could pick a number between two numbers between 1 and 34, that would be great.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Michelle Slade just said that she actually has another consultant with her there. She
Okay,
has
what's her name?
Caitlin Lamb, I think. So just so we could include her too.
Okay, Caitlin.
Lamb, I think.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta change my number real quick.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm glad she let us know. All right. So I've given everybody a number, so she's gonna pick two, and then I'll let you know who the winners are.
Are you ready?
Yep.
We're going to do Scentsy and cats. We're going to do 9 for 9 lives, and we're going to do 20 for the 20th Scentsy anniversary.
Okay. Okay, 20, and you said 9?
Yep.
Hold on, I did my numbers weird. Okay, here we go. Okay, so number 9 was Caitlin Lamb.
Well, that worked.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing Michelle spoke up.
Right. And then number 20 is Shanna or Shayna Hill. Sorry if I said that wrong. So, and your number 20. So thank you so very much, guys, for joining us. Were there any other questions that came through?
We had one question. We have one consultant who has some health issues. So she doesn't drive, and her husband's an awesome support system, but he works a ton. And so she struggles getting people to her live parties. And she can't really go out and do in-person parties. So she's kind of struggling with getting people to participate. Does anyone, Lisa, anyone have suggestions for this consultant?
If you don't utilize social media, definitely start utilizing social media, because you don't have to go anywhere for that. So, and you don't know who you might meet on, like I've met a lot of people on social media, in Marketplace, because you are allowed to post on Marketplace. You have to direct them to your PWS, and you cannot have a checkout through Facebook button. So you can do that, post about it there. And I have met some amazing customers from there that are local, which could help get them to your next party. Or if your husband is available on weekends or whenever he is available, look for events in your area that you might be able to go to with your testers and a catalog, and talk to the people there and see if any of them are willing to set up a little get together with you. But definitely utilize social media, because it's such a huge market. I mean, look how many countries we are in that we can sponsor in. And you can hit all of them on social media. So utilize that if it's not working out in person for you right now.
Love that.
Well, very good.
And I loved your go live challenge. And I think you're challenging yourself.
Yeah.
I think we all could do a little better about going live. And it
Oh
can
my
be
gosh, yeah.
simple as, opening up a box that has some Scentsy in it and showing a few smells and letting people know what it smells like, and include your kids, something super simple. It doesn't have to be hard, but we all don't like it, including myself. So I'm going to challenge myself to go live as well. And it's okay. Go bareface if you need to, or put all the makeup on, whatever makes you feel comfortable, just do it, just do it.
And then make it to YouTube, because I know a lot of our YouTubers have so many customers that they meet on there from doing unboxing. I watch unboxing videos and first sniffs and all the things all the time on YouTube, and I already know what it smells like. Like, I have the bar right here and I still watch it. So people love to watch those things.
Yeah.
And it's funny, why are we all so hung up on it? I get like worked up over it. I'm like, just do it. Just do it. But like I as your superstar director am not good at this. So, and I think Dawn feels the same way. It's like a little bit outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to accept your challenge, Lisa, and I'm going to go live and I'm going to either unbox my whiff box live or I'm going to go live with the summer collection bars and give my little sniff session rundown on those. So I'm going to challenge you guys to do something similar.
And
I'm
how
in.
how good do you guys feel when you do something that you were scared to do? Like I have been worried about this video all day, but now that it's almost over, I feel good that I did it. Like I was worried about World Tour for a month. And then after I walked off the stage, you feel so good. It's
Yeah.
a confidence boost, not just for your business, but for yourself. Like it really makes you feel better when you do something you were scared of and you didn't die. So do it.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
And the crazy thing is we would have never, if you didn't say that you were uncomfortable on video, we would have never known, right?
Oh, I am terrified.
Right.
Like I'm out of breath.
It's so natural, but it seems so natural for you, and you did an amazing job. So I really appreciate you going outside of your comfort zone, and I hope you're blessed by it.
Thank you. It does. It feels good to do after you do it. So just do it, you guys. Just do it. You'll feel
Just
good
do
after.
it.
Just do it.
As Mel Robbins would say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes.
Just do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, it is 7:42. We are a little bit over our normal 30 minutes, but it was worth it. Wouldn't you guys say? Can everybody give you Miss Lisa Waxycats? Am I saying it right?
Yep.
A round of applause and
Thank you.
hug
I
or
mean,
love or something. Show her some love. Thank
hope
you
to
so
see you
much for your
all.
time. Yeah.
Yep. Hope to
The
see you all.
I'll be the one running up behind you, tackling you. So
That's fine.
Yeah, make sure you have the ears on and we'll be like,
Always.
oh, you.
Dawn and I can't wait to give you a big hug. You were amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. I can't, you're a breath of fresh air. So thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And thank you, Yana, for asking all the questions. You did a great job.
Yes, you
oh,
did.
thanks.
Organizing. Yana asked Lisa. Yana found Lisa. So Yana, you were awesome for coming up with Lisa. This was a great evening. So I
I
appreciate
just thought we could mix it up a little bit. There's
Yeah.
so many people that we don't even have in our group that we can hear from and learn from.
For sure.
So
For sure.
not that you guid aren't thebomb.com, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
It's like you're
you know,
tell them something 100 times, but then someone else tells them and they're like, oh, mom, you know.
exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Variety is the spice of life.
Amen.
It is. And putting a face to a name, you know, because I think probably everybody has seen a picture, even with your branding on it, like your Waxycat, like maybe tag, you know, on there, that your little beads that you use sometimes. And they're like, what is that? And then you can be like, this is her. This is where that picture came from.
I'll have to tell you offline what a lot of people think that means. Yeah.
I can get.
Waxing world. So yeah.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
a
boy.
family show.
Yeah.
I have a feeling my daughter's an esthetician, so I think I have a feeling what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm like, that's not what this is. No, that's not what I do.
Oh, fun. All right, guys, this has been great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I hope you guys all take the Go Live challenge or you do something else for your business on top of that that Lisa inspired you to do. So thanks again, Lisa, for all of your time.
Guys, have a good night.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.